We're here to learn about, A, the harms and violations occurring, and secondly, what is the Canadian public policy behind this? What's the American public policy behind this of promoting free trade agreements, promoting the interests of our mining companies and our investors? And then from there, and then where are the major corporations based in Canada or the United States? So then all of a sudden, we as North Americans come down here and go, we're learning more about ourselves. We're learning about what our companies are doing elsewhere, and then we take the critical education and activism home, the legal and political activism home, just on the mining stuff. The same argument applies with respect to the genocide in Guatemala. I think quite clearly it should not be referred to as a Guatemalan genocide. It should be called a genocide that occurred in Guatemala. And the argument there is that obviously the military regimes in Guatemala are partially responsible, but so is the US government, both overt branches and then the covert branches of the Pentagon, the CIA, etc. The US was a significant and major actor in the genocide through the financing of it, the training of it, the arming of it, the intelligence training, the exchange of information, collaborating with military regimes throughout Central America, and direct participation. It is well known that US forces, covert and overt, were on the ground in Guatemala participating with their counterparts, the Guatemalan military regime, both in the planning and the carrying out of the repression. Clearly the United States should be on trial for genocide as a co-defendant, along with Rios Montt, Rodriguez Sanchez, and then there should be other Guatemalans on trial as well, like the current president, Otto Pérez Molina. He should also be on trial as one of the intellectual authors of the genocide. But what's the message there for North Americans? That's the story we need to take home. We have to come here and listen to the stories of the victims of genocide and the massacres, and those stories are gruesome, and I'm sure you've heard some of them and you can hear more of them. But we learn that story and go, and then we need to focus attention on what was our contribution to it. So it's not a reductionist argument to say all of the problems in Guatemala come from the US, but we need to understand what was our part of the problem. Same as the mining companies, what is our part of the problem? And so it's no longer we come to help Guatemalans with their issues. These are our issues. We support them as they struggle to address their part of it, and we take our struggle home, whether it's with the resource extraction issues or holding our government accountable for supporting and participating in genocide.